spirit medium that's afraid of ghosts is kind of ironic.
Awesome! I think she's actually alive! Hi, I'm gonna be doing some advanced training in here tonight.
Oh, I'm Iris, one of the nuns. We're very glad to have you at the temple.
My name's Maya Fey. It's nice to meet you, Iris.
Yes, you as well. Please excuse me, I have chores to do.
Iris, hang on a sec. You wouldn't happen
What?
to...
Nick, you gotta check this out, quick!
Huh?
Whoa! That is so cool!
Hungry? It's time for everybody to come and eat dinner! Meet us in the main hall if you please.
Time to get some curry!
Just who is she?
She's a beautiful flower.
Here you go. Eat your fill.
She looks exactly like her. But there's no way. That would be impossible.
All right. I'm stuffed to the gills with curry and ready to start my training.
Be careful. Promise you won't overdo it.
Iris, if you would, please ring the bell at 10 p.m. for lights out.
Yes, of course, sister.
Looks like a bad winter storm. That tree has some kind of aura to it. Is it a weeping cherry? Hey, Iris.
Sorry to bother you. Good night.
Hang on.
Mr. Wright, do you need something?
How does she know my name? Sorry, I'm being rude. But if you would, could you take off your headscarf? Please, miss. It's way more than a resemblance. She's the same person, but Dahlia is still in prison.
Mr. Wright, is something wrong?
Excuse me, Iris, but can we talk for a minute?
Sure.
I appreciate it. When did you come to Hazakura Temple?
I've lived here ever since I was a little girl, because I really don't have any family to speak of.
People come here to train and boost their spiritual powers, right?
Right. The temple is loosely affiliated with the Kurine School of Channeling.
It does seem extremely different from that place.
I believe that's a good thing. Communicating with the dead has never helped anybody. I don't like it at all. Forgive me. I have to ring the bell for lights out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way.
Hey, Mr. Wright?
Yes?
If you don't mind, I'd like you to take this. This scarf will protect you from evil spirits. On a night like this, you may need some extra help.
Thanks, but what about you?
No, don't worry about me.
Thanks again. Iris? The two of us haven't ever met before now, have we?
I have to get going. I have to ring the bell at 10 p.m.
She knows me. There's not a doubt in my mind. Definitely need to bring it up with her again tomorrow. What the hell?
There's no turning back now.
I'm Iris, a nun at Hazakura Temple.
I'm Miles Edgeworth. I was sent here at the request of Phoenix Wright.
Really? So you've actually talked to him? How is he doing?
All things considered, he's doing remarkably well.
I'm so relieved. At first I heard that he didn't survive the fall.
Of course, Larry had to go and tell everyone that. This may seem odd, but I feel as though you and I have met before.
I don't see how that's possible. I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple, so unless you've been there...
Understood. Tell me, are you there training to boost your spiritual abilities?
I'm afraid I don't have those abilities. For me, I'm strictly trying to atone for my wrongdoings, the sins of my past. I'm training to purify my soul.
About last night, can you share with me your recollections of what happened?
Of course. After dinner, I led the new trainee and Sister Bikini across the bridge and over to the inner temple, and then at 10 p.m. I rang the bell for lights out. After that, I was in my room until I heard all the commotion.
I'm going to ask you directly. Did you murder Elise Donim last night on the Hazakura Temple grounds?
No. I swear it wasn't me.
Before coming here to see you, I paid a visit to Wright at the hospital. He requested I do him a favor, that I act as your defense attorney in the trial tomorrow morning.
What? He really asked for that?
He did. Be honest with me. You knew him before this, correct?
Why would you think that?
He acted strangely when your name came up in our conversation. He couldn't hide it from me.
So let me ask you, do you consider him to be a friend, Mr. Edgeworth?
Without a doubt, one of my oldest.
You should know this. 5 years ago, I betrayed his trust and deceived him.
What do you mean by that?
Well, long story, but I was a weaker person then. I know that my cowardice truly hurt Phoenix. I made a vow that I would never show my face in his presence again.
Whatever you did to him, he's still hurting from it. I firmly believe the only cure for that kind of pain is honesty. It's not too late. You can tell him the truth and set him free.
I will. I promise.
Very well then. I'll provide your defense.
Am I truly up to the task?
I am fully prepared to defend my client. Can't be true because the defendant never went to the inner temple on the night in question. Isn't that correct, defendant?
I was in my room in Hazakura Temple all night up until I heard the commotion outside when the body was found.
I swear I saw her with my own eyes!
Iris, this headscarf or hood, had you done anything with it?
I gave it to Mr. Wright on my way to ring the bell for lights out before 10 p.m.
You gave it away? I heard a strange noise coming from the courtyard. When I looked that way, I saw Iris holding a sword. It was plunged to the hilt into poor Miss Donham's back. She wasn't wearing her headscarf at the time, but I know it was Iris. When I awoke, Miss Donham was lying dead underneath Miss Takami's golden statue.
Dusky bridge that were made that very night. Tell us, witness, who could have used the snowmobile that night?
Well, just Iris. She's the only one.
What? Why just her?
Because she had the only key to the snowmobile. Iris, did you really do this?
Iris.
I'm so sorry, sister. But I can't answer that. Not right now.
Iris!
It's Mr. Wright.
Please, you gotta get Maya out of there quickly.
Of course. I'm heading over to the inner temple right now.
Back off! You can wait for us inside the main hall.
Are you serious? I'm going too.
I assure you, I'm quite serious.
I know what's going on. It's because Maya's a suspect now, right?
Good to know that you do understand the position you're in.
Iris, I'm counting on you. You're the only one who can open up that door.
Right.
Let's move.
That's what's been bothering me. I can't believe it. Iris is Dahlia's twin sister.
But I was in luck, because there she was. Iris showed up, and to make it even sweeter, she was all by herself. I got her to tell me everything that was going on. And then I locked her up in the sacred cavern.
Now then, is it safe to assume I'm speaking with the real Sister Iris this time?
Yes.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but you two look awfully alike. Well, anyway, I shall hereby deliver the verdict in this case.
Objection!
Please forgive me for worrying you.
I'm glad you're okay. Look, we're short on time. Tell me what happened that night.
Well, after I rang the bell for lights out, I got a phone call. It would have been around 10:30. I was asked to come to the inner temple at once, so...
A call?
That's right. I got on the snowmobile right away, but then I couldn't reach the inner temple.
Because of what happened to the bridge, the lightning.
Yes, I had been told to receive Elisa's body on top of the gorge and take it to the temple. So that's exactly what I did.
And when you were staging the body in the courtyard, that's when Sister Bikini saw you? Iris, I need the truth. You gotta tell me who it was that called you and told you to move the body. They have to be the one who murdered Misty Faye.
Please forgive me, but I just can't do it. I can't tell you who was behind this.
Defendant, the judge is calling for you.
Listen, Mr. Wright,
Hurry up, defendant.
Defendant, is there anything you'd like to say before I hand down my verdict?
As a matter of fact, there's one thing, and it's to Mr. Wright. It's not easy, but I hope you can forgive me someday.
Forgive you? For what exactly?
Well, for back then, 6 years ago when my twin sister Dahlia tried to kill you.
Honestly, even after all this time, I still can't believe it. I mean, the girl I knew just wasn't like that.
It's not surprising, because in reality, the two of you barely even knew each other.
What do you mean by that?
You and my twin sister actually only met on 2 occasions.
What? Twice?
The first time was here at the courthouse, and the other time was on the day when Doug was murdered. Apart from those 2 times, you never really interacted with her at all.
I don't understand.
Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, her main goal was to get it back from you however she could, and quickly. She considered you to be a huge threat, so you had to go. I just couldn't bear the thought of more sins weighing on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she gave me a chance. I promised her. I said I would be able to get the pendant back from you. I tried, but I just didn't have it in me. You were so happy about the gift you've been given and the love you thought it symbolized. This went on for 6 months, but I wasn't able to get it back. Finally, she ran out of patience and committed that terrible crime. She didn't even care that I had developed real feelings for you. I let everybody down. I couldn't stop my sister. And I couldn't protect you. I lied. All I ever did was deceive you.
Iris? I know you may not believe this, but the kindness you showed me was genuine. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in the girl I knew.
I hope you can forgive me. Feeny.
I knew all along that the person I fell in love with was real.